Brand new season, brand new dawn for
Box.
and it's lights out and away we go.
Simply lovely.
I was really enjoying that last
Hey guys, welcome back to Box, and we are talking the Italian Grand Prix. The only Italian Grand Prix we had this year. Monza. So let's get into it. Red Bull. This duo were more evenly matched this weekend, with only 3 places separating them in quali. Ideal? No. But better than nothing. Better than what it has been, I should say. Max was dethroned from pole for the second time in 4 races, being relegated to starting in P2 once again, while Checo started in P5. But progress was made come Sunday, with the team coming away with a 1-2 and Max claiming his 12th win of the season and his 10th win in a row. So, congrats to Maxi. Overall, it was a decent weekend for the team, and definitely what they expect more of. They want 1-2s, not 1-4s, 1-3s, 1-10s. They want 1-2s. I don't know how often I have to say that. Maybe if I keep repeating it, Checo will get it through his thick skull. But anyway, on to Mercedes. It was a decent enough qualifying for the team. George out-qualified Lewis with a P4 and a P8 respectively, giving them both the ultimate chance for points and possibly a podium come Sunday afternoon. And get points they did. George finishing the race in P5 and Lewis in P6. Would they have liked this to be higher? More than likely. But they unfortunately couldn't produce the goods this time around. But things are looking positive heading into the streets of Singapore. Ferrari. The Tifosi were happy with this one. Carlos managed to put his Ferrari on pole, with Charles Leclerc close behind in P3, giving them the ultimate opportunity come Sunday. But alas, Ferrari is just no match for the Red Bull, and positions were lost. They still managed a podium though, which is all the Tifosi can really ask for at this point, with Carlos coming in at P3 and Charles just behind him in P4. Would they have liked a double podium? More than likely, but they still managed to maximise their points this weekend with what they had. And they outscored both of the Mercedes cars, which is going to be ultimately very helpful for them in the battle for the constructors. Aston Martin. The streak lives to see another week. Fernando only just managing to keep it alive this week, securing himself a P10 start, while Lance seemingly struggled and failed to get off the bottom of the grid, starting the race in P20. Things kind of improved, but not really, with Fernando managing to secure a P9 finish and 2 points, while Lance failed to make any decent moves, finishing the race in P16. Summer break seems to put a serious dampener on Lance's form, and concerningly, it possibly looks contagious, given this was not the type of performance we are used to seeing from Fernando either. So, fingers crossed, they can turn things around before Singapore. McLaren. Another double Q3 appearance for the boys in Papaya. This time with OP, Oscar Piastri, OP81 coming out on top and out-qualifying Lando, with the boys starting at P7 and P9 respectively. Again, setting them up for a decent race. But again, on race day, the tables turned, and Lando got one up on his rookie teammate, finishing inside the points in P8, while Oscar unfortunately lost 5 places and fell out of the points positions, finishing the race in P12. While the team have clearly been making progress, things do seem to still be a little rough at some tracks. The car seems to do better over a single lap, with their single lap pace, and possibly has some higher tyre deg across the race. They again had an opportunity to score double points, but it wasn't meant to be. But they did score some points, and that's something. Alpine. Yikes. Neither driver made it out of Q1, with Pierre out-qualifying Esteban with a P17 and a P18 respectively. Things did not get any better in the race, with Pierre finishing way outside the points in P15, and Esteban failing to finish the race at all. So again, another weekend that they've thrown away. They clearly have the potential and the capabilities to do well. I mean, they've had 3 podiums and the recovery drive Pierre had last week, but they're not consistent. And I know I said it last week and in my last episode, and they need to go back and look at what they did last week in the last race, what strategy they implemented, and how they were able to get their drivers in that position to convert a crap quali into a double points with a podium. And that's all I'm going to say. Haas, again keeping it brief because I'm not rewarding mediocrity. K-Mag P19, again failing to get out of Q1. Hulk P13, managed to get to Q2, but no further. Shocker. Neither scored any points. K-Mag gained 1 spot to end in P18, while Hulk went backwards 4 spots to end in P17. That's it. That's the recap. Williams, second consecutive Q3 appearance for Alex, achieving a P6 start, while Logan made it to Q2, proud of Logie, but couldn't get out of P15. But that's okay, positives. He got out of Q1 for the second week in a row, and I'm going to take it. The race showed promising signs, with Alex finishing in P7 and scoring some much needed points once again. Logan made up ground and finished in P13. While he didn't get any points, he didn't go backwards and actually made up some ground, so that's a positive, and fingers crossed they can in fact stay on this trajectory. And again, keeping it brief for these two, Alfa Romeo, P14 for Valtteri, P16 for Zhou. VB scraped into the points, finishing in P10, giving the team a single point. Zhou finished the race in P14. Places were made up, but yeah, that's it for them. AlphaTauri, little Liam Lawson, second race in F1, made it to Q2 with a P12, being outqualified by his teammate who finished in P11. It's not bad. Only 1 place separating them. Come Sunday though, Liam finished in P11, making up a spot and finishing ahead of his teammate in Yuki Tsunoda, who finished with a final classification of P20. No points were scored, but honestly, great signs for Liam and a disappointing race for Yuki. So that's all I'm going to say on Monza. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you in general. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, all of the fun things, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys.